YouTube, thanks for checking out the video. So I wanted to make this video because a lot of people say they want to be better and I want to be better. So since we all on the same journey to get better and become better players, I went over a lot of gameplay and a lot of things I take advantage of playing other people, and I know my mistakes. So we gonna go over some tips real quick, and I need y'all to peep all these tips. So this first mistake, I see it a lot. It's very common, and even I used to do it, and I still kind of do it sometimes. But that's gonna be using your support too much and at the wrong times. So the problem with using your support too much, right, is they can get parried, just how you're seeing right here, and you can get punished for that. So that's like a double punish. So you use your escape because it's the escape bar, and you get punished for using your escape and there's no way out of it. You should rarely use support for neutral. That was a big problem of mine personally. I see a lot of people use support for neutral. If anybody doesn't know what neutral means, it means when nobody's getting attacked or nobody's getting hit and we're both just like, basically whoever's trying to get the first hit. So you want to lay off the support because if they dodge it, counter it, or block it and push block away, now you just put yourself at a disadvantage because you have no escape and they still have their escape. So now they can mess up and get out of the combo, but if you mess up once, you're taking all that damage that they bring into you. So mistake number 2 kind of goes hand in hand with using too much support all the time, and that's going to be using the same tactic or same gimmick over and over repeatedly. If you're doing the same thing all the time, then most players, I'm not even gonna say high level players, they're gonna know exactly how to counter because they know exactly what you're gonna do. So make sure you switch it up. And that's when we call players bots, because they're literally like a program, bro. They just do the same program and they get punished for it and keep doing the same thing like something's gonna change. So while y'all listening to me talk, I hope y'all peeping everything I'm saying is going on in the background. So peep this right here. So this dude right here, he was a bot. He had no neutral game. He would use Shinobu to get in. I would parry her, dead calm her, push blocker, and then he would do a heal bash. And you see how he did heal bash nowhere near me? He didn't think that was gonna reach. He's just so used to doing heal bash after his support, and I will punish it every time. You know, that was just an example, but it's so many gimmicks that you know about that you see players do constantly over and over. And then once you get around that gimmick, they have no way to do any damage because that's just all they know. Now, tip number 3 is gonna be quick and short. It's jumping. You don't wanna jump too much. I know all my Storm players can understand this. I suffer with this. I jump way too much. And a while ago in an update, like a long time ago, they added recovery landing lag. So once you jump and land, you're gonna be vulnerable for a long time. And they always hit me after that. And I'm just so used to jumping because I don't know any other movement. Now let's get into the damage side of things. Yeah, this is a fighting game, but this is not a 2D fighter game where you have to get the most hits. Okay, it's not about the most hits because scaling is real in this game. I see a lot of people do the full combo. I've seen people actually lose matches because they do the full combo, and even I slipped up and did this a few times. For example, you can catch your opponent and the only chance you have to win is if you kill him in this combo. And let's say if it's a red combo meter. I will see people do a full combo, then try to fit the specials in before the combo meter's over. But no, you can do 1 or 2 hits and then start throwing specials out there because that's gonna maximize your damage, most likely. You know, even I fall victim to that sometimes, and I think a reason I fall victim to that is because of the 4th mistake, mashing. I know sometimes we can all just play mindlessly and just be on autopilot while we're playing. We're just mashing and mashing and mashing, but mashing will get you fucked up. Now y'all peep this right here. This guy did a lot of mistakes I just said all in one, right? So he went surge. It's the last round he went surge. He should win this, really. So first he used support for neutral right there. Then he missed that, right? And now he's just mashing, he's just mashing, he's just mashing. So so I just threw a dead calm out there and he couldn't get out of my combo because he used the support to try to get in. But I countered his support too. So he couldn't escape and I won the game off that when he should have won. And now that leads me to the next mistake. And you see how I'm linking all these bad mistakes in because they all kind of go hand in hand in a way. So the next mistake is bad resource management. People have terrible resource management. That guy should have never used his support in Surge because that was his only escape. Now he lost the fight in Surge, as you've seen. Another few ways I see terrible resource management is 1, using boost and surge back to back. Okay, so here's what I think when I'm fighting an opponent that has boost and an extra bar or 2 to go surge. So first it's like, okay, especially a demon. Now when they're healing up, right? Not only are they healing up, I'm like, okay, they just replenished their escape bar. So now I have to play neutral really good and I have to beat them and get them to use an escape because they're gonna surge again to get more escapes. So if I don't have any escapes or no bars to get more escapes to boost the surge, then I have to play very, very safe and make them try to waste their escapes like about 2 to 3 times. But opponents waste that when they go boost, don't even play and try to damage me in boost. They go straight to surge. So the most efficient way to use boost and surge is to go boost, fight as much as you can in boost before you go surge. So fight, and if your opponent doesn't make you use your escape, then that's great. But if they make you use your escape, then you go surge to get another escape and keep fighting, so you're always safe. And that leads me to, y'all can guess what I'm gonna say, the next one. But I got one more thing to say about this before I go into the next one, about being unsafe. So speaking of boost and surge, a lot of people just look at it for damage. I see a lot of players that do that. They will boost and surge when they already at full health. I don't get this. Like, look at this. He's at full health. So he activated boost and activated surge back to back when he has a demon. And it's opposite of that. He heals like 75, is it like 70, 60% of his health? He heals a lot. So why not fight, and maybe you can get that round without even using it. Another quick thing players do that I don't see the reasoning is doing combos and then doing ultimates when it's like you're not finishing nobody, and he was so close to having 2 meters, which is like a whole bar of health. It's a whole second chance in a round for a demon, but he decided to get a little bit of damage with a level 1 ultimate instead. That was poor. That was a poor choice. Now let's go to the next one I mentioned, being unsafe. Now that comes down to good and poor decision making. You shouldn't do certain things when you have no escape or no support backing you up. And even your support cannot be reliable because they get hit a lot. Now look here, this was me making a mistake. So I did a heavy, right? And then switched to Rengoku and did another heavy. I have no boost, I have no escape. I had to hold that. You'd be crazy if you think somebody's not gonna punish that. Like, they're gonna punish that crazy. And he could have finished me there, but he did the earlier mistake. He did too many light attacks and he didn't finish me. He could have even switched to Nezuko and did more damage because Nezuko does a lot more damage than Giyu. And what happened? I ended up winning a fight that I should have lost. Time for the next chain link attack. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button. Now, I was talking about being unsafe. One thing that leaves players very unsafe and vulnerable is just throwing random stuff out there. So being too random is a mistake. People be too random and just hope for the best. Like this, I see this with a lot of HK Tanjiros. They just jump in the air and started doing the tilt attack. Literally, that's all they do. So you think I'm not gonna punish that? You can dash right through that. You can special through that. You're gonna get punished, bro. And then you dash to me and try to do the guard break like you're not gonna get countered. Like, bro, all these things are not good ways to get in. That's just way too random. You want to balance your risk taking. Sometimes you want to take risks. Sometimes you don't want to take too many risks. But sometimes being random does help. Like this right here. He has 1 hit left until I win, right? And he's in surge. So I just throw a random DP out there for him to dash into, bro. But I'm like, I still have 1 round left, even if I do lose, because if I would have missed that DP and he would have stopped his dash, I would have been vulnerable. He would have effed me up, bro. Now, I appreciate everyone who got this far in the video. I'm gonna say a few more tips. It should only take 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna end the video. But hit that subscribe button for me to help me out. And don't forget that like button either, and comment to let me know if any of these tips helped you. So you definitely don't want to try to be too fancy. I feel like that's obvious, but I see a lot of people do it. They either try to do new combos, fancy combos, they end up dropping it. They try to do ultimates and missing the ultimate, and they try to parry way too much and end up just leaving them vulnerable. Then I see people using the wrong characters, bro. Like, they play the wrong characters. For example, they use Giyu. Giyu's a pretty slow character. He shouldn't be, but his dash is slow. They be trying to dash to get in instead of using his water wheel. You have to play the character correctly or you're not going to get the correct results. And the very, very last thing, a lot of people may know, they may not know, but if somebody's in boost, if your opponent's in boost and they're just blocking, don't dash their block. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. You don't, you don't. If you don't know, go find out. Dash someone's block, and then they're going to surge, and you're going to be wide open, bro, because I don't know if it's a glitch or the game is meant to be that way, but it's crazy. So don't ever dash anybody's block while they're in boost. So that's going to wrap the video up. I really appreciate it. I had fun making the video. Hopefully I helped a lot of new people out, a lot of old people out that's just struggling with mistakes like me. And we can correct our mistakes so everybody can get better. So W community, thanks for watching. Thanks for always supporting everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.